Hey guys, it's IlonkaSims here, and welcome back to my Overwatch build series. So in this one I am building an apartment for Symmetra, who is an interesting Overwatch character, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of Symmetra's, but that doesn't mean she should be homeless. So we are building a home for her, and I kind of struggled with this for a bit because I wasn't too sure how to furnish her apartment. I ended up going with a very white kind of very white apartment. Basically, it's I just figured that she would have something very clean and almost sterile as her home. So you can already see it's very white. There will be, of course, some different colors in there. I basically chose like blue and gold tones as accents, but generally it's very white. And I struggled a lot also with kind of just the style it would be. Like, okay, we go with the white and sterile kind of thing, but it wasn't the easiest build I've done, let me put it this way. But I think it worked out okay in the end. It wasn't the easiest thing, but it worked. It's okay. And I wanted the build to have this kind of upper level that was open. I don't know why, and I'm not sure it fits Symmetra as a person, but I've been wanting to do so with a build for a while, so I just did it, I guess. And I figured she'd be one of the people that would have a mirrored splashback. So there you go, she has a mirrored splashback. That'd be a pain to clean probably, or to keep clean. But at the same time I felt it fit her, so it's what I went with. Considered putting in some details with columns, but it wasn't working. And you can see here that I start messing around with some different colors. So I initially thought about some blue bar stools, but I ended up going with the white ones with the gold accent that came with the luxury party stuff pack, I think it's called. And if it's not what it's called, then I'm sure you know which one I mean. And then I started messing around with some other colors and just accent things. So we have the carpet underneath the dining room table, which has some flowers on it. And it's a beigeish color because I wanted to keep the blue in the light, because I figured that light kind of made me think of Symmetra, so I wanted to go with it. And you'll see around the place I'll have quite a few of these lotus flower candle holders, because lotuses are also a thing that I kind of just see with Symmetra. I think she has like a lotus spray. I think it has to do with her teleporter / shield generator, but I'm not sure. I think it is. I made some side tables here next to the staircase because it needed something, and that was the one thing that fit perfectly. And then I had this little area here which I wanted to be a sitting area, and I kind of figured, how am I going to do this? I kind of struggled for a bit. I put in some curtains to block off the light because I wanted the TV on the wall, and I know I ended up going with curtains, deleting the curtains. I put them back in the end because it was just the thing that worked best. But it was kind of, yeah, I didn't want to, because at the same time I kind of liked the big open windows, but at the same time it kind of worked. I don't tend to put in big curtains in most of my builds, but it worked for this build. So in the end I just figured I'll go with it, even though it's not what I would usually do. So here we have the sitting area, just a couch and a chair, I think, that I put in. And again, just going with the same colors that we've been using so far, and they will be the same colors I will keep using for the entire build. Doing a fun thing here with these carpets, making them 2 different colors, which I think is pretty cool. And then putting some decorations here on the cabinets that we have around the TV, which I think is pretty cute. I'm putting in a small mirror, a plant, and I think I put in another lotus flower candle holder in the end. I considered having the Words. I can do words. I considered having the butterfly picture, but it was kind of bleh. So I decided to go with the lotus flower again instead. Yeah, just messing around with some different lights as well, and then I realized that this light that came with the latest stuff pack really fit our color scheme very well. It has some gold in there and like a slight blue in there as well, which is pretty good. And just putting some things simple and small here on the deck outside. I don't end up putting a lot outside, but I think it works with there not being too much. At least I liked it, so that's good. But I didn't really know what else to put out there, and I have the same problem with the rest of the build. I didn't quite know what to put in there in terms of like activities and skills. I don't know what Symmetra would do. I know quite a bit of Overwatch lore, if you know me, know this as well. And for Symmetra, I know she's autistic, and I know the whole backstory with her and the company she supposedly works for. But I'm not too sure about what she would do in The Sims, so I kind of just didn't put in too much in terms of skills. I guess you're probably not playing Symmetra if you want to download this anyway, so if you end up wanting to anyways, you can easily enough change it. But I didn't quite know what to put in there. I think I just ended up putting in a PC and like a chess table because it kind of fit the style that I had going on. But that's about it. And yeah, just putting in some more decorations downstairs, which helps because the white is kind of, it's very white. Let me put it that way. It's not the most interesting thing when the entire build is white, but putting in the decorations I think really helped with this build. So I have a small bathroom down here, and I'll have another one upstairs. I considered putting in a shower, and then I realized, I really don't need a shower downstairs, so let's not do that, and let's just put in a sink, a toilet, fancy toilet, because why not? And again, just some small details which really help make the build not so sterile and weird, kind of. So we have the bedroom up here, or at least sleeping area. I guess it's not really a room, but sleeping area, which is, you know, interesting. I'm not sure if I would like having my bedroom open, but then again, I'm guessing if you're living by yourself, you probably wouldn't have people over while you are sleeping, so it's okay. But yeah, having that, and I figured this one wall over here would be perfect for some storage, some wardrobes, and then I realized, you know what, we have this vanity table, which I think works really well for Symmetra as well. So I end up using that. I put a painting above there because the walls are really high and I needed something up there. And then I just messed around with some different carpets. I end up combining a few of the simple circles, some different colors, and it worked pretty well, I think. So over here we have the, I guess, like study area. So we have a TV, not a TV, a PC and a chess table. I will put in there in a while. And I kind of figured she'd be the person to have like glass tables, just so that they don't take up any visual space, really. I don't know, I was thinking weird things, I guess. Messing around with some different lights as well, and the lights help, I think, just like the decorations. Lights can be decorations as well. And I really like this one strip of blue wall paint. But yeah, I sat here and I was thinking, what can we do with this empty space that I have left over? I figured just some seats would be best. I tried to make a day bed, which wasn't really working. And then I got distracted by the chess table, which I, of course, put into the study area, because that makes sense. A little carpet underneath it, and I put a really big painting over here on the wall. Like that. I end up moving things around a bit because I realized that the bottom is really big as it is right now. Again, I don't think she'd be the person to have lots of stuff around, and it would be very wide. And if you look at it the way it is now, you kind of go, I don't know about this. So you'll see in a sec I'll make the room a tiny bit smaller, which means that it's kind of cutting off a window, which is strange. But it's okay, you don't notice it because of the curtains. And it just made the whole place look a bit better. Putting in a furry rock, because why not? It's The Sims, so you easily can, I think. And I'm putting a small decoration thing up there, matching it with the color of the mirrors, which worked really well. I didn't expect it to work, but it did. So you can see me now going around and just thinking about what I can put in here. I was looking at all different activities, and at some point I figured, you know what, let's just put some seats here at the window. You can sit there and enjoy the view, I suppose. So we have some seats, and we have this little, almost like a butler's table that you can move around, I guess. And I put a I guess drink tray on there from the Spade stuff pack. I'm just going around putting some more decorations up here to make it look a little bit more lived in. And again, I go back to the lotus thing, and I kind of liked it there. It's a bit strange, but it worked. Going around, just putting some more decorations around, making sure that the build is really finished and not kind of half finished, which is important. Putting a few decorations outside, and that's it. So if you want to download this, there will be 2 download links in the description for each level. You might have to mess around with it a little bit. It's kind of tricky with apartments. But that's it. So I will see you next time. Bye guys!